Hello everybody, alola. Welcome to the 25th finale playthrough. Finale of a playthrough for the Foreverlocke. Welcome to Pokemon Platinum today. Can you believe it's already been 25 playthroughs in this series? And we've done some other streams of it as well now that I do the regular Foreverlocke streams on Wednesdays. It's nuts. This playthrough has been nuts. There's some things I've been really looking forward to, but it's definitely more difficult than Diamond and Pearl. But we've had some scary fights. Cyrus is, yeah, Cyrus happened. Let me just add quickly the images that I forgot to add before the stream. To show you what the team is like. Because you can see it on the overlay, but I like to use my Nuzlocke Trackers image so you can see some more details. There we go. This is the squad for today. We have Dude, the Yanmega. Yanmega has been with me from the start on the starting squad. Choice specs on Shadow Ball and Psychic. Shadow Ball's been there since pretty early. Psychic I think I added when I got the Veilstone, got it from the Game Corner, and then Air Slash and Bug Buzz were from recent training. Because I only just got it in the level ups, because it's 54 and 59 I think that it gets those moves. I had Signal Beam before. Tinted Lens choice specs, so nice. Then I'm gonna go to the bottom right for this one first. The Turtwig, my starter, was nice against the first gym with Razor Leaf, was nice against the 6th gym with Leech Seed. But then, as time progressed, I knew this ahead of time, it would become my HM friend. Caught Rock Smash, Strength, and Rock Climb. I took out 2 of them, I taught it the TM for Reflect and used the 1 heart scale I had to give it Leaf Storm, because that might come up. So that I can actually do something with other than Rock Smash and normal type moves. And especially against Bertha, I might use Turt. Turt and Yadu, the only ones that came from the original 6. The 1X slot that Protein the Machoke is in had so many deaths. And others have died as well. We'll get to the deaths in just a moment, because this playthrough saw the most deaths pre-E4 with 8. 4 of them in the same fight, and I thought I was dead. And after that, I decided I'm going to bring in, well, high-level Pokemon, because this happened between Gym 7 and 8. I could add high-level Pokemon. I added Other Bob the Palkia. Who's going to go in with Surf, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and Spatial Rend. Likely our go-to Pokemon for most of the battles in the league. We have Beauty the Perugly, with which my cat Uki, who is on my lap right now. You can't see it because I don't have face cam on this overlay. But my cat Uki is looking at me like, yeah, give me some more scratchies. I've been giving Uki scratches during this intro. But yeah, Uki is rooting for Beauty the Perugly because yay, Team Cat. With Return, Shadow Claw, U-Turn, and Iron Tail. Don't expect to use it too much, but it can deal some good damage with Return. It's fast. And the fact that I added these late on, so just before Gym 8 effectively, meant that they would have very little EVs. So I decided, hey, let's EV train this squad. So Palkia, Celio, Perugly, Machoke, who were all added after the final Cyrus fight in Distortion World, I EV trained them. Fully in, I think Palkia, Perugly, Machoke, fully in whatever attacking stat they use, a bit in speed, and then something in either HP or defense. Round Girl, I think I did HP and special attack. Turd and Yadu just gathered some EVs, like, pretty well spread throughout the adventure, especially Yadu, because I used it in more battles. But I did EV train the final few EVs on them as well. Yadu, mostly on special attack. Turd, I don't remember. Turd has Reflect up. It did use Reflect, I think, the first gym with Light Clay, so maybe that comes into play. I hope to not use it too much. Round Girl takes the first 1X slot with Ice Beam, Surf, Blizzard, and Waterfall. Ice Beam and Surf probably will be his main moves. If I really feel like I need Blizzard for the 1-hit KO, or maybe the 2-hit KO because Ice Beam just isn't enough, maybe I'll use Blizzard. And then Waterfall is just there because I needed that and as an HM, and I didn't have another move to teach to Round Girl that I thought would be good enough. Protein the Machoke with no guard. So I get to cross chop for big damage or Dynamic Punch and just confuse him. As Earthquake has Return for just some decent damage. And then, yeah, we saw Turd. Rock Smash and Strength are still left over from being the HM friend. Strength is just decent normal move. Leaf Storm will be its attacking move. Maybe for 1 or 2 Pokemon at Bertha and then just switch out again because of the special attack drop. And then Reflect can't come up. I have Light Clay on it. And that light clay may help us be extra defensive. I did mention just now, deaths. There were 8 of them during this playthrough. Let's find that image. It is right here. Veilstone Gym was the first time I had a death. I was using Onyx against some Pokemon there. I thought with its defenses I would deal good enough damage. I was dealing just enough for the 2-hit KO. Had done that on a previous Machoke. The second one survived. And then Revenge and just Poop Snake was dead. That was the 1X slot. I replaced Onyx with Shield, the Bronzor. Then Iron Island happened. There was a multi-battle against a team with a Medicham and Toxicroak. Wait, what was that name? I hope the Nuzlocke ends. I hope it ends in success. The Nuzlocke doesn't have to end because I die. I hope the Nuzlocke ends. Thank you. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Okay, so double battle happened. I'm pretty sure a Toxicroak used Swagger on one of my Pokemon. Then Medicham used Psych Up, I believe, to copy the double attack boost. And then they went High Jump Kick, Crit with the attack boost through Reflect, and Shield was just dead. I replaced it with another 1X, Butt Bite, who I then used in Canalave Gym, and I was looking away against the Scizor, against one of the trainers, and it was a level 40 Scizor, I'm pretty sure. It learns X-Scissor at level 41. X-Scissor, yeah, I didn't think about it being a bug type too much, I think. But it shouldn't have X-Scissor, but there's some trainers who just have moves at too early levels, I don't know. It could have also been a high roll crit slash, which could have done it, but it was dead. So I added a new 1X. I added Goldie the Psyduck. Then I got to Route 216, 217, and snow areas on the way to Snow Points, and it turns out my team at the time was really bad against Tropius. I already had a big weakness to Infernape, and I had trouble against some other Pokemon. I didn't have the best type variety in terms of defenses with my URs. I think it was Leafeon, Yanmega, Bibarel for a long time. Yeah, Tropius happened, and I switched a bunch, did some healing. It was scary. I had Bibarel out, but I thought, hey, Leafeon's my best shot against this. It's going to use a Magical Leaf again against Bibarel, so I switched Leafeon to resist the Magical Leaf, but I decided to use Air Slash, and then Blatcha died. Luckily, Yadu the Yanmega was able to finish it off. Then I replaced my Leafeon with Kingdra, and I went to Cyrus. I went to Cyrus again, went to Distortion World, and then Gyarados did just over a third with Earthquake, and then after that I was able to hit it with a Return, and I would have been able to take it out on the second hit, was it not that their Earthquake crit. I knew that a crit would take me out at that point due to the damage that it dealt, but I knew that if they didn't crit, which is the high chance, I would get through. That didn't happen. Then it was Kingdra versus Weavile. Very shortly after, I punched it just over a third. I couldn't kill it in one hit. Weavile went first again, crit. Exact same thing as with Barrel Roll. Kingdra was dead. That became scary. I tried Goldie against Weavile. That didn't happen at all. Psyduck was not strong enough. Psyduck died. Yanmega took it out, but Yanmega was at low health, and I knew Crobat, which was Cyrus' final Pokemon, would be faster. So I needed Yanmega at full health and just Choice Spec Psychic, take Crobat out in one hit. I needed to make sure that I didn't get flinched and I didn't get crit. Luckily, neither happened, and I was able to beat Crobat. If that Crobat had flinched me or crit me against Yanmega, I would have almost certainly lost the Nuzlocke right there. That didn't happen. But yeah, to get that heal, I did have to sacrifice one of my other remaining Pokemon, either Combee or Turtwig. I decided on Combee. I love Buzzbee. Buzzbee was my favorite, but Buzzbee didn't make it. I hope the Nuzlocke end says, Cynthia mommy is about to pummel you. Well, I'm going to try and pummel Cynthia mommy. That is a very interesting nickname. Interesting username. I hope the Nuzlocke ends and you just straight up say Cynthia mom is about to palm you. Okay. Let's start a prediction. You can use channel points if you'd like, or just choose what you think the result will be. How many Hall of Famers will I get? Full team? 4 or 5? 1 through 3? None. None being all of them faint at some point during the Elite Four. I'll set a 5-minute timer so you can predict how many I will get. I think it's going to be 6. I'm pretty confident in my team, but crits can happen. There are moments where maybe I don't pay attention, where things can go wrong. Things are scary. I think I'm ready to go. I have my healing items. My team is ready. I trained them all up to level 59. I used to train up to the level of the champion. Decided no, there were 2 things I changed here. I can only use max 3 X items per battle. I didn't buy any, so I'm actually going into this without X items because I don't like them. And then I trained up to the level of the Ace of Lucian, which is the final Elite Four member, and then used the 5 rare candies that I found throughout my adventure to boost some of my Pokemon. I gave one of them to Other Bub because I thought that would probably be my most important Pokemon, but I thought Yadude will be used in multiple battles, and I could probably use the extra damage. Perhaps survivability for Yadude, so I gave Yadude most of them. Let me confirm that you are qualified to challenge the Pokemon League. So, let us examine the gym badges you gathered from Sinnoh. Orebrook City's Coal Badge, Eterna City's Forest Badge, Hearthome City's Relic Badge, Fieldstone City's Cobble Badge, Pastoria City's Fen Badge, Canalave City's Mine Badge, Snowpoint City's Icicle Badge, and Sunyshore City's Beacon Badge. Very well. Trainer, you have indeed collected all the gym badges of Sinnoh. Demonstrate the power that brought you here, and go for glory. Let's get started. The Platinum E4 is a bit better. Aeron definitely has a better team. Flint actually has a team full of fire types. The others got a bit of upgrades. Let's do this then. I like this theme. A bit of intensity that it adds. Hello! Welcome to the Pokemon League! I'm Aaron of the Elite Four. It's good to meet you. Oh, I should explain. I'm a huge fan of bug Pokemon. Bug Pokemon are nasty, mean, and yet they're beautiful too. Would you like to know why I take on challenges here? It's because I want to become perfect, just like my bug Pokemon. Okay, let me take you on. I'm gonna start with a mirror match. Go, Yadude! Oh, I hope I put all the seals on the Pokemon, because otherwise I can't... All the ball capsules. Because it recently took my choke out. Yeah, Slasher! Alright, mine wins. Vespiquen has Power Gem, is a bit scary. I'm not really a fan of that. Other Bub! I should be fine. I can quite possibly one-shot if Vespiquen is a bit defensive, but there's a small chance to miss with Air Slash. I'd prefer not to just take a crit Power Gem. Play it safe with Other Bub. Thunderbolt! Full-on special attack EVs on Other Bub, so this is going to deal massive damage. Already has a very high special attack stat, and then, especially when I use stat moves, and then the Lustrous Orb adds to that damage. Okay, I'm going to stay in with Other Bub here. I would like to use Psychic, or even Air Slash with Yanmega, but this one has Stone Edge. Let's not. Flamethrower. Burn the bug. I'm sorry, Yumi, but I'm gonna burn all the bug types. Yeah, people seem to love Ya Dude as a nickname. I think because it's Yawn Mega, I'm like, Ya Dude. I don't remember how I came up with that. I think I caught it as a Yanma in Soul Silver, and then I slotted it as my Yawn Mega, because I caught the Yanma in... I think my Yanma's in Gen 3. I must have caught it in Leaf Green then. In post-game. Alright, Scissor is very weak to fire. Then we use Flamethrower. Feels not quite like cheating, but it feels a bit weird to use a legendary in an Nuzlocke, and especially knowing this one's EV trained. But I feel like usually, especially in Gen 6 Plus, when you get a bunch of EXP just through the team-wide EXP share, you're easily gonna get to full EVs before even getting to anywhere close to the end of the game. Gen 5 and prior, that's different. And often in late game, I can EV train a little bit on a few Pokemon, even if it's what will equate to 3 stat points. It's something that might be helpful. If something's added right before the E4, or in my case, just before I get to Gym 8, at that point, I feel like it's EV training time. If something comes in after Gym 6, especially after Gym 7 and 8, I will EV train them. I will take that time. There will be enough Pokemon trainers that can rematch that I can EV train against. Especially Gen 3 onwards, because Gen 1 and 2 EV training works differently, so then it's not really EV trade, like stat experience training. So that's a bit different. Just fight the most optimal way to do that, in a sense, without over leveling, is beat up a bunch of small Pokemon. But Gen 3, 4, 5 EV training is the thing. I've done that before in Pearl, where I strategically killed my own Golem right before the E4. Put in a Gastrodon and then EV trained it, and that helped take out the Garchomp and Cynthia. Beat Cynthia twice already, in Pearl and then in Brilliant Diamond, but it's been scary. Alright, let's give Protein something to do. Go Protein! Okay, I did put the Ball Capsule on. Protein, let's Earthquake. Oh, you goes first. Ooh, I didn't put enough speed EVs on. I put some on thinking, it'll probably outspeed. But apparently I didn't put on enough. I went full on in attack, like 120 speed, I think. And then the rest in defense, HP, I don't remember. The high attack wasn't even enough for to kick on the Drapion. Okay, now I'm actually in trouble. I thought that... I'm very much underestimated this. Okay, in that case, Palkia. I want to give my other... If I feel safe enough, I want to give my other Pokemon a chance and not just spam Palkia. But yeah, a crit would kill me from that point. So we'll just go with Palkia instead. Palkia Surf. And that's Aeron Delta. This feels like a champion victory theme. Not just, hey, you beat the E4, because there's 4 more to go. Is that a glitch, or am I just misremembering the themes? Like, you get the trainer victory theme, or some kind of victory theme for the E4, that makes sense. But this feels like the champion victory theme to me. What you get when the entire thing is over. The entire journey towards E4. Well, we're going to Bertha next. Let's heal up our Pokemon. Make sure we're in good health. Our final Moo Moo Milk. Protein, you can have that one. Drink some milk, get some extra health in there. Get strong muscles. Hyper Potion, another Bob. And then Bertha. Actually, against Bertha, I'm going to open with Tart. This is likely Turt's only time to battle. Yeah, because both Golem and Rhyperior have something that's super effective against Turt. And Fire Punch and Mega Horn, respectively. Let's use Turt here. I don't read chat during these fights because I just want to purely focus on making the right moves, checking the opponent's move sets, and I will check my chat afterwards. Yay, go Turt. Yeah, Claire, thank you for rooting for Turt. I like Turt. Well, well. You're quite the adorable trainer, but you've also got a spine. I'm Bertha. I have a preference for ground-type Pokemon. Well, would you show this old lady how much you've learned? Yay, Turt. Just in case people didn't know, the letters say that it's Turt. Sandstorm set up for the others, okay. Well, I set up Reflect for the others. And I have a Light Clay, so that's 8 turns of Reflect. You only have 5 turns of Sandstorm. See how much that does resisted? Not that much. Leave a storm! No, leave a storm. No. Okay, feel safe going for one more. Afterwards, I need to heal. I don't have leftovers on because I decided Light Clay with Reflect would be nicer. Leave Storm, come on. Special attack, special defense. I don't like it. Just leave Storm it. Yeah, go Turt! 4 times super effective. That has to take out the Whiscash, right? If that doesn't take out the Whiscash, I'm going to be very disappointed. Yay. Go, Turt. Good job, Turt. You did your thing. I'm sending Gliscor. I am tempted to send in Brown Girl just to make sure Round Girl gets to do something. This might be one of the better moments to do it, actually. The best they have is Thunder Fang, and I have Reflect. But I have to consider Reflect not applying, I should say, because crit. I also have to think crit. I'll go Round Girl for this thing, just to make sure that she gets a turn. I might use her against Garchomp, depending on how the battle against Cynthia goes. But then I probably only get one shot in an Ice Beam or a Blizzard. Palkia would easily be the safest one. I'm already thinking, oh no, this is scary with Stab Earthquake. Potentially a crit. No, okay. The moment I click the button, I'm like, oh, if a crit would happen, does that kill Round Girl? I don't know. Yeah, this is why I play it safe. I like to show off my Pokemon, give everyone at least one use in the E4. But it's moments like that that really scare me. Okay, Round Girl's gonna get some health back with leftovers, but I'm probably not gonna use Round Girl again. Not in this fight. Because I decided ahead of time that probably what I do is Turt on Whiscash, and then the rest is press Surf with Palkia. It's easily the safest. Other Bob, go. Originally Palkia was called Bob, but that was at a time that I didn't remember they also had an unknown called Bob in Gen 2, and I don't want double nicknames. And then when I realized that there was the double Bob, I had already Hall of Famed unknown in my Aetherine in Crystal. So this one became Other Bob. There's Jimmy Bob, which is my Simisear, which I Hall of Famed in White. There's Bob Jr., which was named after Jimmy Bob, but then it was fancier in Pokemon Y, and then I had Bob, and now Other Bob. There's a bunch of Bobs that are going to be in the Hall of Fame soon, hopefully. Rhyperior with Lightning Rock, not even Solid Rock. But I'm just gonna Surf, and it's gonna be 4 times super effective. Stab, high special attack with EVs. Lustrous Orb, activate. That's a very dead Rhyperior. And there comes Hippowdon. Sets the Sandstorm back up, but that's not gonna help you. Surf! And that's Bertha dealt with. And a level up for other Bub. I expected Bub to get probably at least 2 level ups during this E4 challenge. Ah, Round Girl. Yeah, Round Girl. In Emerald 2 playthroughs ago, I had a Spheal as my 2x Pokemon, so a Pokemon that's capable of evolving twice. That was Round Boy. Because it was the boy, and is very round, so it was Round Boy. So I decided this one was female, so this is Round Girl. It's not as round as Spheal, but it's Round Girl. It was fitting. Let's heal up. Let's get ready for Flint. The fire type user that actually has a team of fire types instead of 2 fire types and another Pokemon that have a fire move like Fire Fang or Sunny Day as their only thing. So let's not lead with Turt. Shall we do that? I think we don't lead with Turt. I think Turt's done enough for this E4. Turt set up Reflect. Turt's dealt with a Whiscash, taken out a Pokemon. Turt's doing really well. I'm proud of Turt. We're gonna lead with other Bub. Let's see, which one haven't I used at this point? Only Beauty. I've already used the first 5. Protein wasn't that successful with Drapion. But Drapion's pretty defensive, I think. Yeah, I'd like to use Perugly at some points, but at the same time, I don't want to risk it. I want to play it safe. You saw what happened with Celio against a Gliscor. Let's go check out Flint. Yo, trainer! You have me counting on the days on my fingers waiting for you to come. I heard from Faulkner what you did in Sunnyshore. You managed to light a fire in that guy's heart again. How could you not expect me to look forward to seeing you in battle? You're facing a fire-type Pokemon user with me. Let Flint see how hot your spirit burns. Like more dirt, no, we'll stand. Surf! Flareon is next. I'm just gonna stay with other Bub. Easily the safest play. Quick attack to deal some damage. Okay. I'll just surf. Sorry, Flint. I happen to have a water-type legendary that very resists fire. My team used to be weak to Infernape. It used to be weak to fire in general, because I had a Yanmega and a Combi, and then I had Turtwig and Leafeon. But then at least I had Bibarel to deal with most fire types. But Infernape is fast and strong with fighting types. So that was scary. This one supposedly doesn't have close combat though, just Mach Punch. Which I'm somewhat surprised about. So I might have stood a chance with Bibarel here. Would have still been scary. It has Mach Punch and Thunder Punch. But I have Palkia. Palkia is great. Palkia is powerful. Palkia is EV trained. Palkia takes out Infernape. We are at 127 Hall of Famers now, I believe. I would like to get to 133. Rapid dash. I'm gonna rapidly drown you. Your will is overpowering me. You're sure it's not just other Bob pressing the surf button? Yay. That one was easy. I wonder why. I wonder how that happened. As if I had a very strong legendary that has surf. Phew, burned right down to cinders. You sure you didn't drown? Are you sure, Flint? Sure is a mystery. Yeah, I have no idea how that happened. Whatsoever. At all. Okay, let's heal other Bob. And now the one E4 that I don't have a super clear answer to. Lucian. The only move super effective against Psychic... No, I have two moves on my team that are super effective against Psychic. I have Shadow Ball and Yadude, who has, I believe, 252 EVs in special attack. And then has Choice Spec, so that's useful, but Mr. Rhyme does have Thunderbolt, so I have to be a bit careful. And then the other ones... I actually have two. U-Turn and Shadow Claw on Perugly. But a regular return would do more than Shadow Claw, just due to Stab and Silk Scarf. Beyond Mega does have a weakness to Thunderbolt. Mr. Mime has to go for Reflector Light Screen. I think I want to use Beauty to make sure that one, Beauty gets a turn, and two, that I don't have that weakness, but Psychic Crit could still do a lot of damage. I have to think more about what I do in this fight, maybe just for the safety of Palkia. Palkia being a Water Dragon type also means it only has one weakness. In later games it has two weaknesses, because it also has Fairy, but there's no Fairy in this game. Ah, you timed your arrival well. I've just finished reading a book, you see. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lucian. I'm a user of the Psychic type. I must say, you've already proven yourself to be outstanding by coming this far. They say I'm the toughest of Elite Four. I'm afraid I will have to go all out against you to live up to that reputation. Let's go, Beauty! Yeah, Elite Four Remy, welcome to the stream. Let's go over to turn. Let's see what Mr. Mime does. Does he attack or Reflector Light Screen? Because if it's Reflector Light Screen, that changes the strategy for the future. Nope, it's a one-shot from Beauty. Let's go. The only one that hasn't gotten a KO yet is Protein, but I did use everyone at least. Delayed his ace immediately. I like that there's trainers in this game that can use their ace as not their final Pokemon. Because in the games where there's Mega Evolutions, or where there's Gigantamax, or where there's Z-Moves, not necessarily with Z-Moves, but like G-Max or D-Max, they always use it as the final Pokemon, which makes it too predictable. Leon's Charizard maybe would be good if he used it earlier, even if he G-Maxes turn 1 with that Charizard. If I have a Grass type out, he should be sending out Charizard, not Haxorus. I like that they actually can send out their ace first. Or, well, second, because the lead is always the same. Okay, let's see. What can I do? Well, Gallade has good special defense. I don't want to send in Yadude. Also, Gallade has Stone Edge. Not Round Girl, not Protein. Protein would die. Beauty's scared. The only two that aren't weak to Gallade are Other Bub and Turt. No, I'm not using Turt. I'm sending another Bub. Let's use this one. Spatial Run! Platinum has a few animation updates in terms of moves between Diamond and Pearl and then to Platinum. And I remember two of them. Flash Cannon and Spatial Rend. And they both look better in Platinum. Because that didn't even KO him. But should be able to just get him with Surf. Because Surf is much weaker than Special Run. Psycho Cut. Higher chance to crit. Big damage. We Surf. Glade out with the crit. That wasn't needed. But other Bob is at below half health. So that is something to keep in mind. Let's get the level up. I like that. That's more stats, more damage output, more survivability. Bronzong. It's a Levitate Bronzong. It's weak to Flamethrower. It probably won't deal that much damage. It's a defensive mon. So I'll stay in. Use the first turn to heal. Because I'm more scared of the damage output for the other two Pokemon that Lucian has. It could set up a Calm Mind and then go for Psychics. But I think even then I can probably still two-shot with Flamethrower after one. I'm not too afraid of Bronzong's damage output. But I also don't want him to set up too much on me. Flamethrower. Not quite. So that would have been a one-shot without the Calm Mind. He Calm Minds again. That's a safe KO then. Because even if he full restores heals here, it's going to be a two-shot. From full. And I go first. So this just cost me an extra power point. But I have a few ethers and elixirs like usual. I just pick... You can't buy them, I think. But I find enough of them as items in the ground to have them. And then there's games where there's leopard berries too. They're more common in Gen 3, but there's leopard berries. But ethers, elixirs, I usually have a few around the game. And use a few to up the power points right before the champion fight. Bronzong down. Espeon comes in. Could use Yanmega. Yanmega could easily take him out, but I'm also afraid of Yanmega's defenses in case they go first. I don't think they will. The safe play would just keep using Other Bub. I also want to use Yadude. Let's check. Base speed comparison. Because I'm not fully... I don't have that many EVs in speed. You did most of the special. So 95 for Yanmega, Espeon, 110. Yeah, I'm not risking that. We're just staying with Other Bub. And we Surf again. And meanwhile, my cat is still on my lap, and she is just sleeping. Enjoying scratchies. That's just a one-shot on an Espeon. Wow, okay, we take those. Alakazam will stay in with Other Bub. Alakazam has Recover. I'm not really too worried about that. They go first against Palkia, okay. 60 damage, but with a special defense drop. That means a crit from here kills. That's scary. That would not have happened without it. But we get the one-shot thanks to my EV training. I've been in this situation before against Cyrus, and they got the crit both times. We got past Lucian. Congratulations. You've now beaten the Elite Four. However, that doesn't mean you're done with the Pokemon League. There remains the champion. I should warn you, the champion is far stronger than the Elite Four. Now, go on. Step through the doorway to your final battle. Oh. My voice is welcome to the stream. And as I hope the Nuzlocke ends told me, well, sort of, the one up next is Cynthia Mommy. That's how they call her. Will their prediction come true? Will Cynthia Mommy pummel me? Will I make it through? mostly used Palkia. What other power points are even out? One on Air Slash, one on Ice Beam, one on Earthquake, two on Leaf Storm. I guess I'll put one on Turt. Not like I'm gonna use these items after this. I don't expect to use 20 Air Slashes. Might as well. Do we have the items that we like? How will I handle trade evolutions? I trade. I actually just trade. I don't allow myself help from other people in terms of having online people help me with raid battles unless it's Gen 8 and 9. But for trade evolutions, I do trade. That is the one thing I allow. Because otherwise you just can't evolve them. And some Pokemon are pretty much non-accessible. Yadu Choice Specs, I think that still makes sense. Other Bub Lustrous Orb makes the most sense. Round Girl has leftovers. I don't expect Round Girl to go for like long survival. Round Girl might be used against Garchomp, in which case I want to make sure I can just take that thing out. So where's my Never Melt Ice? 20% extra damage on Ice Beam. That's what I want. Never Melt Ice. Machoke with Fist Blade just in case I Dynamic Punch or Cross Chop it. I think Light Clay on Turt still makes sense. Yadu's Tinted Lens hasn't really come into play in the E4. I've only used it against one battle. It was probably useful against many others, but for safety I just used a different Pokemon. Good thing old generations, though, 1 through 7 have emulators capable of trading. True. But also I have the magic of PK Hex in those same generations to just make it an evolution. But yeah, trading is possible. Yeah, and for the few Pokemon that are completely inaccessible to me, which are, for me, the Gen 8 plus mythical redemptions, I need other people to transfer them to me. There's some that I might be able to get through my own Scarlet, but the 2 Violet exclusive mythicals, I have 0 way to get them unless I buy the Violet DLC, which I don't intend. So, luckily I have other people that I know online that are willing to save them for me, trade them to me. And hopefully then they don't die, because then I need the help again. Okay, who do we want to lead with against Cynthia? I think Round Girl actually maybe put some EV training into defense instead of HP. Because I knew it would go against Garchomp, potentially. I might have done that, I don't remember, I'm not going to check. Okay, so they open with Spiritomb. I think I'll open with Yadude, keep other Bob as alive as possible. Let's see, that Pokemon... Yeah... I'm just looking through all her Pokemon, what I would want to use against them. That might actually be a fun one, yeah. Milotic is a scary one. I could Thunderbolt with Other Bob, but Milotic is Mirror Coach, and I prefer not to lose Other Bob. So that's one to think about how I'm going to tackle it. Maybe use Beauty. I think I'm going to start with Yadude. And the fact that I start with Yadude is nice, because that way they're in the order of that they're in my overlay. That they're in the order of where they are on my main Nuzlocke tracker. And I like for them to enter the Hall of Fame in that way. Because whatever order they are in starting the final fight, in this case Cynthia, is the order that they enter the Hall of Fame. Assuming they all survive, of course. So let's say I would want to open with Beauty, then Beauty would be the first Hall of Fame, would be Hall of Famer 128, then Other Bob 129, Yadu 130, etc. But I'd like to have them in order that they are in my Nuzlocke tracker. But I'm not going to intentionally put Yadu first just because it's the first one in my party. One thing, and this is... Actually, do I do this? because I need the toilet. All of a sudden. Came up in the last half minute. I haven't had to do this during a Foreverlocke finale before, but I'm going to take a quick break. In the YouTube video, this will be cut out, but I prefer not to have to use the toilet and take a break during the Cynthia fight. So I'll be back in just a moment. We are back with Platinum. My cat has left me. They decided, oh, you're gonna leave the room? I'm gonna leave too. So I think they went downstairs to be warm there and get cuddles and pets and scratches from someone else. Will I make it into the Hall of Fame? If so, with how many Hall of Famers? Or will Cynthia mommy pummel me? Shall we find out? Have you been keeping well? Oh, this piano. The fact that this weekend Volo's battle theme was so good. The moment the battle starts, you have this music. It's not just that Volo and Cynthia, like, Volo was themed after Cynthia. His team was as well. If Melodic was in the game, he would have used a Melodic instead of Hisuian Arcanine. His battle theme was the piano. The moment... The fans that have played since Gen 4 at least, when they recognized that piano, they were like, oh shit, we're in for a big fight. That was lovely. Plenty of reaction videos and compilations on YouTube. Great to see. Anyway. Back to Platinum. Hey Bente, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the finale of the finale. Yeah. We get dance emotes in, enjoy the piano. Let's give it a banger. Banger music. Banger fight. Have you been keeping well? Thank you for Mount Coronet. And for the Distortion World. I'm truly grateful. Together, you and your Pokemon overcame all the challenges you faced. However difficult. It means that you've triumphed over any personal weaknesses too. The power you learned. I can feel it emanating from you. But that's enough talk. Let's get on with why you're here. As the Pokemon League champion, I accept your challenge. Let's do this! Will we get pummeled or will we enter the Hall of Fame? Let's go. Yeah, dude! Buzz, buzz, buzz! Ah, almost got him. Please use your full restore here, so that I can have one less to worry about later. This just cost me power points and bug buzz, and I don't expect to use many more of those after Spiritomb. Bzz, 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 bzz. Almost. Withdraw? Into what? Lucario? Okay, that's 4... Is it 4 times? Does fighting resist bug? I'm not sure, but Tinted Lens basically doubles the power of a not very effective move. So this is either normal, effective, or not very. This looks like it'll be a 2-hit KO. Just. But, if this was... There's a slight randomness in the amount of damage that move deals. If this is slightly on the higher end, and the next hit is slightly on the lower end, the same thing will happen that happened in Veilstone City with my Onix against the Machoke. Where the second hit is just under, and then they take me out so that Lucario has Stone Edge. I have to switch for safety, because I'm stuck in choice specs. If I could use Psychic now, I think I would. Actually, this does fighting resist bug. I thought I would know that. I know most type matchups just by heart. Sometimes Poison and Steel still confuse me slightly. Let's see. Bug is resisted by fighting. Okay, so this is 4 times resisted from Bug Buzz. I don't like that she switched. I was intending to use Protein against Lucario. But I think now I have to go Other Bub. Because Lucario's probably faster than Protein, and then she'll get 2 hits in. Yeah, Stoner just saw that one coming. I think I am going to use Bob being out now to heal. Just in case I want to use Yadude again in the future. I have the opportunity now. I don't feel that scared. Let's see, that's their strongest move, Aura Sphere. From 148 to 91. That's 47. No? 57. So a crit would do it from here. It doesn't lower special defense like certain other moves do that we've seen earlier as well. Already in the E4. That was 60. So that was a slightly higher end of the damage. Flamethrower, let's get rid of this one. Cynthia has 2 moves on her team that are super effective against Other Bub. One of those Pokemon is weak to one of Other Bub's types. But it's also her ace. We're doing it now! Oh, we're doing it now. Now the question is, which one do I do? Do I stay in with Other Bub? Ah, wait, I should have taught it Ice Beam before instead of Thunderbolt. Or Flamethrower for that matter, probably Thunderbolt. And that would have been safer for Garchomp. Do I stay in with Other Bub? Or do I go Round Girl? It's one of those two. Other Bub is damaged. But I feel like a Dragon Rush crit risks the KO anyway, maybe even from full for Other Bub. What's the stat difference? Defense. 149 to 104. But Sealer does a 220 HP. Other Bub should be faster due to the EV training. But Spatial Run can miss. I'm gonna go Round Girl. This is easily the scariest Pokemon in the E4. Dragon Rush, one advantage to it. Yeah, Cynthia doesn't get stuck in it like with Outrage, but it does have a 25% chance of missing. But Earthquake would do the same amount of damage without that chance of missing. Also, she just has Giga Impact if she feels like it. Goes first with Earthquake. That makes sense. If we survive this, I think we're good. Especially with the Never Melt Ice. Come on, Round Girl. No crit. Round Girl. Round Girl. Round Girl! No! Why? Why do you crit so much? Round Girl! Why? Cynthia! Why so many crits? Okay, reason to death. Cynthia's Garchomp. Crit with Earthquake. One shot from full. Okay, we're not gonna get 6 Hall of Famers. That's death number 9 in this playthrough. I have one clear answer left. I could sacrifice another Pokemon to make sure Other Bub is fully healed. But I feel like the only way they can take me out from this health, assuming no crit, is Dragon Rush. That can still miss. Higher chance of missing Special Rend. I am gonna go for it. If I miss my Special Rend and they get me, I am in trouble. Because even if I then take out Garchomp, somehow, they're still Milotic. There's still Togekiss. There's still Roserade. And there is Spiritomb, because remember she switched it out. It's like a 1 HP Spiritomb, but it's still there. Faster! What? I needed the health? That wasn't a crit. When I did my EV training, I put everything in their respective attacking stat and a decent amount in speed, like 100, 120 EVs. Because I thought that would be enough. But Cynthia must have been EV training herself. Oh no. Oh no, I am in trouble. How in the world am I gonna win this? She hit it. I haven't lost a Nuzlocke since the first one. Like, lost the Foreverlocke. I've won everything since. I was almost dead in White 2 in the finale against Iris. I was almost dead earlier this playthrough against Cyrus in the Distortion World. Cynthia's Garchomp was faster and hit other Bob with Dragon Rush. There is more on the line for me this playthrough than just Hall of Famers, than just it being a win or a loss. There are multiple Pokemon I can get in the post-game. Yeah, I can get a new Bidoof. I can catch a Bonsly. I can get those in later playthroughs, sure. There's some legendaries like Azelf and Heatran that I was targeting. There's one particular Pokemon that I've been looking forward towards catching, that I've really wanted to get, that is only obtainable in post-game Platinum. The level 1 Regigigas in Snowpoint Temple. That is only in Platinum. I really wanted to get it at level 1, and it's gonna be so long before I get the Platinum again. How in the world do I deal with this thing now? I really didn't I thought it would be faster, I could just go for it. Did I need that sacrifice? Insert the Ralph Wiggum. I'm in danger! What now? Okay, so what's the defense stats on everyone else? Let's do a comparison to other Bob. 149 on like 140 HP-ish. I think I had 137. 121, Yadude still is pretty good, and then 191 health. So it could deal good damage, but it's not gonna one-shot. I don't have a super effective move. Beauty 125, 169. They can deal some damage. Found Girl's dead because of the crit. If that crit didn't matter, then I really don't know how EV trained that Garchomp is. Uh, 97 defense only. I'd love to dynamic punch that thing. But I don't know, 97 defense? Thing is, Protein is not going to be that useful against Roserade, Togekiss, or against Milotic. Maybe Milotic a bit. So I could try it with Protein and then Dynamic Punch for the confusion. But as long as I don't resist ground, they're going to use Earthquake. For Yadude or Turd, they might use Flamethrower instead. And otherwise either Giga Impact or Dragon Rush, but those can miss. And then I might need that miss. If Turd can set... Actually, Turd has 123 defense, 175 HP. That's not that much less defense than other Bob. It's not weak to it. Garchomp can hit Flamethrower, but its special attack is lower than its physical attack. And it's not Stab, like Dragon Rush was. So I think, as long as it's not a crit, Turd can survive. I think it's a big risk to ask Protein to go for this in Dynamic Punch. Yeah, dude. Maybe. I think the safe play, and I don't like to say it, is sacrifice Turret. Hope that Garchomp doesn't take it out. Set up the Reflect to allow a much higher chance that the others will survive Garchomp's attacks. Assuming still no crit. And then hope that Yadood, Beauty, and Protein can finish it off from there. Every Pokemon can be obtained again. Turret is an easy one as a starter. I think that's the play. I'm happy I thought of Reflect before getting back to the E4. That's going to be my play. Sorry, Turret. You have one more job. Please survive. Flamethrower. Please, Turd, please. Even if he survives, we're not done yet. But okay, survives. Reflect. Let's go. I'm not gonna heal now because that just takes out a turn of... There's nothing I can do this turn, basically. If I heal, that just is a turn of Reflect that I then cannot use on future Pokemon. The thing is, after Garchomp, nothing hits with physical moves. The only other Pokemon Cynthia has that hits with physical moves is Lucario. And Lucario is already dead. Oh, I do have X items. Huh. Well, they only get one stat boost here anyway. And Cynthia's already been critting. I'll just try and Leaf Storm. But this is probably a dead turret. Why would they try to Dragon Rush? There's not a certain one, but yeah. Sorry, Turret. Alright, let's put the Turret death info in. Sacrifice Turret to set up Reflect. Hopefully the other three can make it now. That's a very dead Turtwig. Only one of the original 6 remains. Just the one. 11 deaths. No matter what, because of now Turt being dead, this playthrough has the record for the most deaths. Because it used to be 10 from Pokemon Silver, my first run, where I had 4 deaths pre-E4, and then everything died in the E4 or Champion fight. Reflect is active for the next 7 turns. Yadood could still be hit with Flamethrower. However, it got to 21 HP with Turt. So let's do a check. Its special defense and HP compared to Yanmega. 75, 175. 86, 191. Without a crit, Yadood survives Flamethrower. We know that. But Yadood doesn't have a way to take out Garchomp. And they can still Dragon Rush and whatever, and the crit will always still do it, but I feel like with Reflect up, I should be able to survive. Assuming no crit. That can always still happen and mess us up. I think Protein is the way to go. Does have no guard, so Dragon Rush will just hit. Giga Impact will hit. Honestly, I hope they Giga Impact, because that gives us a free turn. I hope they don't Dragon Rush, because that can flinch me. But if they Cynthia realized that this is a no-guard one, they would Dragon Rush to try and flinch me. That would suck. Protein, go. Let's make use of no-guard and get this Dynamic Punch. You weren't really able to be used against a Drapion and Aeron, but please, Protein, we need you here. That's a damage output. That's a crit! That's a crit! Cynthia, why? That wouldn't have done half, or more than half, if it wasn't a crit. This game is so evil. I would have had such an easier time against Cyrus if the Barrel and Kingdra wouldn't have been crit. The only non-crit kill I've had in the past week has been Palkia. Garchomp. Crit. So, for those that don't know that Cynthia is good, This is Cynthia. She's good. She's strong. She's scary. And this is just her Garchomp. She still has 4 Pokemon after this. I have 2. And one of them has choice specs. If Yadude ends up on his own, I have to choice specs through this entire fight. Milotic has Mirror Coat. I would die if I don't have Perugly against that. I really don't want to lose another run. I was so satisfied and happy with myself that since the very first one, where I had a lot more strict rules about not being able to heal in battle, not over leveling. And that's the only loss I had. I got Hall of Famers in runs where I was more strict about items in battle and switch set mode and stuff. I am so scared. I don't want to lose again. And it was part of the Foreverlocke, and I knew for a long time that there would be another death coming, but I feel very proud of how, since my first run with that Death in Silver, with that wipe, I've been close a few occasions, but I've not actually had a wipe. We're close. You wouldn't see me losing, but Cynthia and a Garchomp is no joke. Like, we could still do this. We still have 6 turns to reflect. White 2. The finale. Playthrough 14. Iris had a double Dragon Dance Haxorus active. I just had Chimecho and Basculin. Somehow Basculin lived. Took it out, and then through some careful play against the other 3 Pokemon I think that Iris had left, I somehow won. I'm gonna use Beauty here, because I think that'll help with Reflect. Higher chance to use a physical move. Beauty is actually faster. 112 base speed, but its attack isn't that high. Doesn't even know half. There's maybe a third. Misses Dragon Rush. I'll take it. Come on. 75% heal. That would have otherwise been a 3-shot. That's probably not going to. Dragon Rush. I'm happy they're going for Dragon Rush, not for Earthquake. They're going second, so that's not a thing. Okay. 57 damage. Normally, I would say I'm around the edge of a crit kill. But remember, Reflect is active. A crit ignores Reflect, so this is 100% a crit kill from full, even. So just don't crit me, Cynthia. And I can beat Garchomp. Think she can still full restore. That was almost a 3-shot. She can still full restore. She has more. She has the full restores. And I just have 3 more turns of Reflect. 3. I think I need at least 4 to be safe against Garchomp, because I need a turn to heal. I have an idea, though, how I might be able to pull this off. And that's one of them. She didn't full restore her Garchomp. The other idea was I return here to get some damage off. And I returned here instead of healing just in case she wouldn't heal, but I was almost certain she would. This is huge. The other plan was hope that she would use Earthquake on the turn that Reflect had run out, and then I switched to Yanmega. That would have been a play. But okay. Okay. Alright. We're still in trouble. Because she has Togekiss. Togekiss has Aura Sphere. That hits Beauty super effectively, and she has Air Slash. That hits Yanmega super effectively. I don't have a super effective move against Togekiss. Aura Sphere always hits. And it's probably going to deal more than half. What is Togekiss? Special attack, 120. Her ugly will be faster, probably on Mega will, unless she also EV trained this one in speed. I feel like I should stay with Beauty. Special attack here isn't that great. I'm going to stay with Beauty, heal. Do I need to... I don't allow myself to use more than 3 X items per battle. I allow myself still to use unlimited other items, such as healing items. I might need to stall out the Aura Sphere. Because she's bound to keep on using that. Aura Sphere has 20 power points. I have over 100 full restores. I really don't like doing this. I've barely ever had to do it. I remember once in the Moon finale, I think, I stalled out a Snorlax. Kukui Snorlax. For one of its moves. Go for Shockwave, not Aura Sphere? I'll take it, that's less damage. Did she think she could take me out with Shockwave? She can't. That is Shockwave's damage? If Shockwave does 70, Aura Sphere is stronger than super effective. Aura Sphere kills from here. Aura Sphere kills from here. Aura Sphere kills from full. If Shockwave deals this amount of damage. Remy, how's it going? I got past Garchomp, but I'm still in trouble. Because I don't have an answer to Togekiss now. Beauty stands no chance of surviving if she decides to actually use Aura Sphere. I should be faster. I can get 1 return off. And then allow through Tinted Lens, Yanmega to take him out. Spiritomb dies to whatever I use unless I use Psychic. So I need to make sure I then don't use Psychic, because remember, Yanmega has Choice Specs to get stuck in it. So Bug Buzz, probably the best. Potentially also Air Slash, because that takes up Rose Ray faster. My Lotix still exists and has Mirror Codes. Could also try Ice Beam. I think I have to return here, because I could switch, but then she still has Air Slash for the... I'm not going to be able to take out Togekiss with just Yanmega. What I could do is U-turn, but then I don't think that'll be enough. I need to just deal major damage. Return. Air Slash? I think that's it at this health. It's 1v4. I've had various playthroughs with 6 Hall of Famers. I've had playthroughs with 5. First one being Sapphire, playthrough 3. I've had the playthrough with 4 Hall of Famers, such as Yellow, playthrough 2. I've had 3 Hall of Famers. Moon, playthrough 9. I've had 2 Hall of Famers. White 2. Playthrough 14. I have never gotten into the Hall of Fame with just 1. I feel like there is a chance it is just low. Now I wonder, does she even have Aura Sphere? I'm so happy I didn't switch the Yanmega predicting the Aura Sphere. They use random moves if they think they can just take you out. They'll just use whatever they can to take you out, even if that move is less accurate. Okay. Spiritomb was sent out first, but it was swapped into Lucario. So Spiritomb is at like 1 HP. Then a Togekiss at half, and then a full HP Roserade and Milotic. Here's the thing. Togekiss's stats. 85 base HP, 115 base special defense. Shadow Ball doesn't affect it. I'm going to be stuck on whatever move I use. Psychic doesn't affect Spiritomb, therefore it makes it impossible to win. That leaves me with Bug Buzz and Air Slash. Bug Buzz, not very effective, but Tinted Lens doubles the power of a not very effective move, so effectively it's normal effective. It will deal more damage than Air Slash. Air Slash has a 5% chance of missing just due to its 95 accuracy. I'm not sure Air Slash will do it. I want to go for the safety of the power of Bug Buzz. Spiritomb goes down to either. But again, Air Slash is the riskier move due to that 5%. Roserade is weak to Air Slash, will go down to Air Slash, I assume. Bug Buzz, I'm not sure. Milotic. I don't think either Air Slash or Bug Buzz will take it out. Bug Buzz is stronger. Maybe a crit will do it. I then hope that I still have enough HP that Milotic uses Ice Beam instead of Mirror Coat, because Mirror Coat will kill me. Here's the other idea. Air Slash can flinch. 30% chance. Yanmega has 95 speed. Milotic is the main one that I'm afraid of, is 81. Doesn't seem like the thing that would be most EV trained in speed. I have to commit to one move now that I just press multiple times in the hopes of getting the championship. Bug Buzz is stronger. Air Slash has the chance to flinch on Milotic. No matter what, Mirror Coat is likely to kill me. Air Slash is an extra chance to avoid the Mirror Coat. Outside of her maybe using Ice Beam. But I have to get past... Spiritomb I'll take out. I'm going to just assume Air Slash keeps hitting. I have to. Roserade can get a hit in. Maybe if I don't use Air Slash. That's also what I'm afraid of. So that would be more reason to use Air Slash. Roserade has 60 base HP, but 105 base special defense. But it's pretty fast. The question is, do I think Air Slash is enough to take out Togekiss? If I think Air Slash is enough with Stab and Choice Specs, I think it is. I think the play is Air Slash. But then I'm going to be really frustrated if Air Slash does just under half on Milotic. Yeah, with Stab and Choice Specs, the multiplier just adds up. Maybe I do Bug Buzz. But if I commit to Bug Buzz, then I either crit Milotic or I hope she uses Ice Beam. I'm gonna Air Slash. I think Air Slash is the play. If it misses at any point, that could be run over. And then I have to wait so many more runs for the Regigigas. I'll catch a Heatran in like Oras. Or whatever. I'll catch an Azelf in Oras. Don't really care. The main thing I want to do in this post-game is that level 1 Regigigas. I set up multiple things, especially in Emerald, catching the Relicanth and the Regis, just so in post-game here I could do that. If Yadude... If I want to make that possible, Yadude has to beat 4 Pokemon. Air Slash. I'm committed now. I cannot use any other move for the rest of the E4. Togekiss down. Good. When's the scary one coming out? I hope it's early. Yeah. Because the scary thing with Milotic is that in case... Like, Spiritomb doesn't have Sucker Punch. If Roserade were to be faster and get a hit off, whether like probably Sludge Bomb or maybe even Toxic, that deals slight damage that could then screw me over with Milotic, with Ice Beam, with Mirror Coat. This is the main one that I'm afraid of. I could still miss in future against Rose Raid or against Spiritomb, and it could still be scary. Well, this is the scary one, Mirror Coat. Moment of truth, yeah. Air Slash. Deal at least half and then flinch, or just Ice Beam and don't crit me. Over half. Just flinch! Oh my god! Please hit it again. Hit? Okay, okay, at least half. Please. Please, yeah, dude, please. Oh my god, yes! Oh, we're in this. Oh, we're in this. Oh, that EV training I did on the final bit of special attack for Yarded was clutch. Okay, we're not done. We are not done. There were clutch moments in my Foreverlocke history where a single Pokemon kept me out of death, and I remember at the end of playthrough 14 with how clutch Basculin was to somehow survive an attack from a +2 attack Haxorus with like 140 something base attack. It survived, killed the Haxorus. That was, I believe, my most clutch moment in Foreverlocke history. And I said then, something absolutely extreme would have to happen for that moment to be beaten as the most clutch moment in my Foreverlocke. I'm hyping myself up, but I'm not there yet. Of course, full restores. Don't pressure me out of this. I don't have heals extra on Air Slash. Although no, I did use all my elixirs and stuff, except maybe one. Air Slash, lots of damage. I have enough power points. Just hit, yes. It's just a Rose Raid that's weak to me. I would need to miss with a 5% chance, and then they probably need to crit Sludge Bomb for this to go wrong. Everyone was at level 59. 59 before this. And I had 5 rare candies. I thought Palkia is going to be easy and most useful and safe Pokemon to use. Still agree. But then I thought Yadude would be the next most useful Pokemon. The Pokemon that can best use the rare candies. The bit of extra survivability, bit of extra stats. Those levels mattered, especially against my Lotek. If that was like a min-max thing, I could have not killed it. I needed that flinch too. So many things that came together. Are we going to see the clutch of the flippin' Sanctuary? Oh, I want to swear so badly because of how much this is. You're put in a corner. I was put in a corner. This was a 2v5 with Garchomp alive. This was a 1v4. You are all witnesses. I should have to press only one more button. I hit. Yeah, dude. Did we get the championship? Yeah, dude, we did. Let's go. Yeah, dude, the hero. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. The clutch of the flippin' century. Yeah, dude, the hero. I have to update the Foreverlocke Discord. Give me a second. Oh, I need to catch my breath as well. Yeah, Cynthia, you just talk. You just talk. I did it. I did things. Yumi, bugs are great. Yon Mega, the hero, the savior, the goat. Bugmaster, Alka. I love that so many people are watching and chatting here as well to see this. It's not just I made the Hall of Fame, I got a clutch moment, so many things are huge here. But it also means I get to the post game and I can actually catch that damn Regigigas. And like a Bidoof, and maybe Azelf and Heatran. This is amazing. I don't usually get this in finales. Maybe a death, then sometimes it's just really easy. Like in Ultra Sun, I swept almost the entire E4 and champion with the Zygarde. The room ahead is the Hall of Fame. Yeah. The last battle was splendid. Oh my god. Hello, Professor Rowan. Yeah, I've come far. Yep. That's a championship fight. Oh my god. Oh, I don't have my camera on this. This overlay doesn't have my camera. They're going into the Hall of Fame in order, yeah, but only the first one counts. I'll catch a new Palkia. Actually, I can get a Palkia I think in this game, but then it's higher level, so I'll probably wait until the next time I'm in Pearl to catch Palkia. For Perugly, I'm gonna catch a Glameow, because it's actually have at a lower level and not sit at level 42. Celio being dead means I could actually catch a Celio or Spheal and call that Jackie, but I've committed to calling the Regigigas Jackie a while ago. I can get a new Machop at a low level. Turtwig can be a starter. If this doesn't show you the spirit of never giving up, if this doesn't show you the power and the fear you should have of Cynthia, then I don't know what. Your names will be recorded for posterity here. What you leave, what you are leaving, are the memories of your adventure so far. Hi Claire, I see what you put in the Foreverlocke Discord. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's time to record your names, you and your Pokemon. Remember, your Pokemon partners that grew with you through many challenging battles. This machine will make a permanent record of your achievement. I'm looking forward to this VOD hitting YouTube. That's... I think the next spot that could be uploaded is in 2 days from now. I'm gonna have that up early. I need people to see this. The entire team helped. Everyone got at least a turn. But the big winner... Yeah, dude! We did it! Other Bob joined us after Distortion World Cyrus did amazing. Thank you for your help. Perugly was useful. Set up the KO on Togekiss. Was the one that took out Garchomp. Let's not forget. Celio tried but didn't make it. Protein, you did your best. And Turt. Let's not forget, Yadude was the one that clutched it. But without Reflect from Turtwig, I would not be standing here right now. Everyone played their part. And we must not forget, the clutch came from Yanmega. But Perugly was the one that took out Garchomp, that set up the KO on Togekiss that otherwise Yanmega might not have been able to do unless I flinched more with Air Slash. Other Bob did so much. Celio got KOs. Protein did their best. I've now officially had a run end with every single amount of possible Hall of Famers. I'll end it with 1. Let's enjoy these credits. Oh yeah, that was stressful. So with the Regis, Wailord, and Relicanth being mandatory to take for the level 1 Regigigas who's a Sith. They're not mandatory. Wailord and Relicanth are just in Emerald to unlock the Regis. So yeah, the Regis are... I'm gonna take the Regis onto my team. I was actually thinking of taking... no, I don't have to take them on the team, I would argue. If it's purely for progression, and then in Foreverlocke you would be allowed to take a different Pokemon onto the team. So I'll take Arceus, my level 80 Arceus, God, and try something with it. And then take 2 others. What a clutch from God, dude. I'll have Arceus on the team and then 2 others that I have yet to decide. Go get the national decks. Originally I was thinking, after the finale, I would grab the national decks and then go catch Regigigas on this stream. I think, with the amount of stress and adrenaline, and with how this ended, I feel like it's appropriate to just end it here. And then... Not the full playthrough, I'll get the Regigigas and some other Pokemon in my time. But I feel like this is a good spot to stop. That playthrough ended with 13 deaths. And let's make sure I get rid of them in the other tracker as well. Let's see, Celio's dead. Celio on the tracker. Where in the world is Celio? I can't find it there. Celio is dead. Palkia is dead. I need to catch into Palkia. Tart didn't make it, but oh, you were so useful. I'm so happy I thought of Reflect just before the E4 and that I give it the light play again. I didn't expect to use it after that Whiscash. But wow, was it useful. Protein, that's another 1x slot that opens up in Gen 1. I have enough of those. I need 2x's and UR's for Let's Go. My next run, by the way, is going to be Let's Go Eevee, so that's going to be very different. At least most of the playthrough. The E4 will look pretty similar, but the way I level up and train is going to be very different. And in terms of 1x's, I have so many backups. I have 1 backup UR, in case one of the 3 dies. I don't have any backup 2x Pokemon. It's just a Nidoran female. So I hope that run goes well. I waited with a Let's Go run until I was certain I would have at least a full team of 6 to work with. And that I wasn't having to do the entire run with, let's say, just a Charmeleon and a Jinx. Still having to recover a lot. Yadude will be the main one that's remembered for this. And absolutely Yadude deserves it, but we should not forget what the rest put in. Other Bob is useful for so long. Round Girl quite possibly would have done it against Garchomp if she wasn't gotten crit. Protein would have probably gotten a dynamic punch off if Protein wasn't crit. And then the fight would have gone different. Turt had the honorable sacrifice with Reflect. Beauty was the one that took out Garchomp and set up the KO on Togekiss. I'm not sure if I would have gotten another flinch on just other than just Milotic. I would have gotten it on just on Togekiss. I'm gonna find someone to raid. I'm gonna find someone to raid. I'm gonna say hi to them and hopefully be able to de-stress. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate you coming by. So many of you came here to chat. I love seeing the many different names. It's so fun. New chatters. Old chatters. People that came in. The follow from at the start of the E4 by someone called I Hope the Nuzlocke Ends, who said Cynthia mommy is about to pummel me. Well, she did. She did. But I pummeled her back. I'm going to watch Bruffy, I think. Watch some GTA racing. I think that's what I want to do right now. Thank you for watching, everyone. And make sure you always remember that you are worth it.